Hello, chat.
Hello, chat. Welcome in, everyone. How you doing tonight? Happy Thursday. Unusual night for me to be streaming tonight, but we're making up for missing on Monday. I am still all sorts of tired. I don't know what's gotten into my system. I was tired all day today again, and the only reason that I was here is because I was able to sleep most of it away. Something just tiring me right out to this week. I hope you're all doing better. Hello, Will. Hello, Michael. Welcome. Get started with some coffee here. Before we get into the spinach pie. Well, I don't know, is it considered a pie? Is it a casserole? What do we think, chat? Did I grind coffee? Yes. Good, Jason. Okay, we're calling it a pie then. Chat thinks it's a pie, we'll call it pie. You see these powers I give to you, chat? It's the Weagle song. Nice. My sink's full of junk tonight, chat. I'm just putting that out there. They can't be all clean sink nights. Anything new, anything exciting going on out there in the world, chat? Oh hey, shocker. The person I banned last stream is now listed as unknown user. I guess Twitch banned him too. That doesn't sound interesting at all, Michael. Like, it was a bot, man, Raider. They're spamming. Get this, get extra viewers by going to some stupid link. What has Hulk Hogan done in anything in like 2-3 decades? Like, that's the most interesting person they can come up to talk? Is he walking up there in a helper? Oh, you mean that video where he tried to stay relevant? I never liked, I watched a little bit of wrestling because everyone else in my class was, and it was like 3rd grade. And I haven't given a shit since. But thank you for joining me, everyone. I appreciate your company. Cheers. By the way, wasn't there something about in his... I don't know, was it a sexual assault case? Or rape case? Or where the lady was saying that he really wasn't all that impressive in size? And he sued her because Hulk Hogan is a man? I completely forget the fact, but there's something along that line that did actually happen, chat. What do we start with for dinner tonight? We gotta saute some onions. Why don't we throw some garlic in there for good measure? Hardneck garlic has solid stem. Solid. I'm trying to think back to, like, I'm pretty sure it was 3rd grade. I know my memory of everyone in chat, or everyone in class was in art. Like, I sort of feel like, at my age, like, I should be looking at people in government, like, my age. Like, I sort of feel like everyone in government is, like, ready to die. It's also pretty sad that we've gotten to the point with politics where, like, the other side is just intolerable. Like, even during my lifetime, I remember, like, situations like McCain defending Obama not being, you know, some third country person. Like, to just pure vitriol. I mean, we got 10 USD splitting up over politics. Yeah, I remember Reagan as being much more acceptable in his time, but, like, I look back at what he did now, and I'm like, and a lot of the stuff that Reagan didn't come out until he was long out of office. But if you want to go into paranoia or not paranoia, what do you call them? True stories that are probably not true, but people want to think they're true. Conspiracy stories. Reagan put in his diary that a moment's notice that he could put 200 people into space in the 80s. Onion. You're older. Or at least in my house. Yeah. But you hear the story, there's a lot about space that they don't talk about that happened in the past that, like, Russians had a whole bunch of space bases. Like, a whole bunch. Yeah, I guess we're taking one more layer off. Yeah, he may have not been playing full deck. Sort of along the same lines as I'm thinking of Dr. Biden holding in the hand of the French president the other day. Almost like she was the adult in the room. But it sounds like Biden's going to bow out, which is sort of shocking to me at this point. Everyone's calling for his head, though. I sort of figured that this was the plan all along to begin with here. You know, Democrats were electing him. He dies in office and we get our first black woman president. Guess that's not happening. Thanks for the follow. For his own sake? How do you mean for his own sake? Like, the only way the man doesn't go down with a bad light at this point in his life is he probably dies in office. And I'm not asking for him to do that. Like, he bows out and he becomes the president that bowed out because he was too old. I sort of feel the same way about Trump. I mean, he's only 3 years younger. And we're electing him for 4 years? How many people out there want to see J.D. Vance in charge of the country? Which is sort of funny, because his only real exercise is golfing. He's considerably heavier. Like, man eats nothing but fast food and Diet Coke. I'm sorry, chat, you're not going to get me to consider Trump acceptable. And as someone in the food industry, I find that an absolute disrespect. Like, it's an honor to have your food served at the White House or served to the president. And he has essentially elevated American fast food to top-end American cuisine. Fuck him. Well, he rigs all of his golf tournaments, too. That's been news in the past. I guess we're having a politics conversation tonight, chat. Apologize for those that don't want to hear about that. Ugh. Yeah, I definitely got a bug or something, chat. Maybe I got COVID too. I'm inoculated. But it's been longer than 6 months. Not by much, though. I should go and get that updated soon. When I stop being constantly tired and my nose sniffling and coughing and... Like, that's about it. Like, I'm just really tired. Zoom right. A little heavy on the oil there. Garlic going in the pan. onions. Hi, Cosmic. Ooh, JK's got some panache. So get that going. Let's clean up the chicken while that's cooking. Sear a couple chicken breasts in the same pan. Carefully washing my hands just before I go and touch the chicken again. Debating whether I want to go full caramelized with these or just sweat them through. They are going to sort of get a second cook here with the I'm not making the phyllo. Sorry, chat. I'm not into stretching paper-thin sheets of pastry across the table 50, 100 times in order to create this lovely roll. I'll let machines do that. Sniffle, sniffle. Sniffle, sniffle. What was the name of the, like, cat-like character on Inspector Gadget? Anyone out there old enough to remember Inspector Gadget? Alright, took the night off on Monday, Kip. Just dinner. Alright, we'll let that start defrosting and roll it out as we go. Was it? Like, now I'm questioning which series it was in. Maybe it was He-Man. Snarf, snarf. Something like that. Am I dating myself, chat? Thundercats. Okay. It was one of those 80s cartoons. Alright, we're going to get the other stuff here going in a separate pan. We're going to completely caramelize these and move this off to the side. Over on the stove. Over on the stove. Oh, hey, it switched. Add a bit of water over here. The onions. That's all going to cook off, but it's going to steam / release all the fond. Keep anything from sticking. Permanently stain this towel, I think, with potato juice. It just is like permanently gray now. I haven't been heavily bleaching these though, so let's put an actual flame underneath that pan. I remember the female kitty in Thundercats. Wow. I stopped talking about politics and half of the people left. Maybe I should talk about politics more. I kid. I'm not trying to be Hassan or Wilnef. Wouldn't mind, like maybe a quarter of their viewer base, but Throwing our first pieces of chicken in the pan. Microphones are weird. I wish I knew it. Well, technically I found out someone I know is actually an audio engineer, but I'm not going to harass them. But I wish I knew an audio engineer that could help me out with my balancing and, like, I've been working for ages and don't know the first thing about audio settings. I'm trying so hard. But even as I sit here and look at it now, most of that sizzle is still coming through my lav mic. And then this one and that one are both fighting for second place. Awesome, Buns. Welcome in. We're cooking onions and searing chicken. Actually going to turn the heat off on those onions and garlic now. How we doing here on the stats tonight? Computer keeping up tonight? Not really. Ooh, like, absolutely dead tired this week. Main reason that I am here today is I slept most of today. That looks like a good amount of butter. Salt in the last 3 pieces. It's starting to melt. I just noticed you're looking at me, chat. Or did that not work for you, Buns? Or did you switch it back? Did that not work for you? I just switched it myself. Let's see, is the bot connected to OBS tonight? No, it is not. For some reason, it has forgotten the details that I've entered into it. Lovely. Yeah, the bot is, well, I still haven't gotten to fussing with things with this computer. And let's add on to it that OBS just now had a major update. So, hopefully, let's add some salt to the other side of these pieces of chicken before I burn them. I would not be surprised the video's a little bit behind tonight, chat. It looks like it's sort of coping right now, but yeah. That boy's lifted. Heat off on the pan, but we'll let that last one sit there for a little bit. Try and cook through it a little bit. See how this one did. This one can use a little longer too. It's on the edge though. Ooh. Why am I just unable to? Wait, look at it. That's mostly from the pan. Getting all that good flavor off the pan with the last of the juice on these. Let's cut this into a couple pieces here. How we doing, chat? Still sexy? Hi, Ready Patty. Just use a metal bowl. Video may be slightly delayed tonight. Sorry about that. Let me see what's taking all the CPU power tonight. Like, I'm worried that I'm really worried about this most recent update, by the way, chat. Like, I don't know what to think about this most recent OBS update. On one hand, it is a good step towards Twitch using AV1 and more up-to-date codecs for their streaming. But they're now asking for lots of data on the streaming PC. Like, they're also pushing a lot of the computing power onto PCs with this change. So they're reducing the amount of work that Twitch is doing on their end and increasing. If you sign up for if you use the new setup, like, you gotta like opt into it. However, it's just a new system for. Well, they're moving the most basic way I can explain it to chat is right now I send Twitch one feed, and they then process that feed into you being able to have 1080, which is what I'm streaming, or 640, or 240, or 480, lower resolutions. When you select those lower resolutions, it actually is not necessarily better for your setup because it has to be translated from 1080 down to those to be sent to you. So yes, it includes less data on the network, but if your computer can handle the video, you shouldn't really like downgrade it. With the new standard of the new setup, the people that are streaming are now going to be able to select, I'm going to do this resolution and this resolution, and we're going to send both of them to Twitch. And Twitch doesn't do, like, Twitch just handles it's like, becomes a giant hub. But along with that, they're asking for essentially all of your computer info. Like, CPU, GPU, everything. And it obviously means that my CPU is going to be having to do more work if I haven't selected to join in on it yet. I want to read more on it. But sort of being held hostage by Twitch to give them tons more info in exchange for having to do a lot more computing, but potentially better video feeds in the future. I mean, Twitch is, without question, sort of the home of streaming versus YouTube being the video or recorded video, like, home place. But it's actually getting to the point here where, even though YouTube stuff is very much more focused on especially shorts, but also regular video content, they're not focusing on streaming nearly as much. It's a lot more cumbersome. There's a lot more you have to do. It's much more complicated to set up your stream for every single day with YouTube. That said, they have the better option. Like, I can do a higher bit rate to them. I can do those new video encodings that Twitch wants to hold our data for with YouTube. Like, AV1, I think you can do AV1 on Twitch right now, or on YouTube right now. You can't on Twitch. Where'd you go, music? Alright, turn the pan on now. That's a warm pan. So we got all that lovely chicken stuff in the bottom there. We're going to turn that into a roux. And for those curious, I haven't been streaming on Kick for a while now, but that's also me trying to limit my CPU usage. Yeah, we're pushing it tonight. Water. Half and half. Over on the stove. Zoom right. Start preheating our oven. Heat off on this delicious looking sauce. You got. Not quite defrosted there on the phyllo. Getting close though. I feel like I would tear it if I tried to pull that last twist in it. So chat, is anyone else curious what black cherry vodka or Warhead sour, extreme sour black cherry vodka tastes like? I think I should give this a shot. And I know it's not absolute current, but I think that's an appropriate shot glass to use for this project. So we've got our Warhead Black Cherry Vodka, and they have completely dissolved. If you're looking at this, it has completely dissolved in there. There's nothing left of those two candies in there. Nose, quit. Just leave me alone, nose. You hope it masks the taste of vodka? Depends on the vodka you like. Wow, I can smell it. Wow. Ugh. Oh, that's got pucker power. Oh. Like, I think it's making my eyes water right now, chat. Ugh. And honestly, it tastes more grape than cherry. I don't know if it's the color that's throwing me off, but, like, that is not, black cherry. That's, like, grape purple there. It's sour vodka. I don't know if the fruitiness really comes through. I can't say that was worthwhile. But if you want vodka that's gonna make your pucker, I used a P there, Twitch. P. How do you know your nose is draining? You turn around and there's stuff hanging. Oh, wow. Are we completely out of sync video and voice and all that good stuff? Should I be resetting stream? It's not in the fridge. What did I do with you? This is where I am, chat. I just spent the last 20 seconds trying to find this. Well, I don't think that, like, if there's a delay between video and voice, there's a problem. If there's just a delay, that's just Twitch. Alright, let's reset stream. I don't think it's going to re-change tons of stuff for everyone, but... Hi, chat. Hopefully we're back here. Hopefully we're back. I don't know if that's going to fix things for long, but there you go. Okay, cutting board camera. Not that good. There we go. Alright, so chicken, onions, cheesy sauce. Cut spinach. Frozen cut spinach. Oh, that's no good if it's been open. Do a layer of mozzarella here. Another light sprinkle of the cheapo parm. So we're going to start by just doing a couple of layers that are whole over the top in creating sort of a top seal. It's in the sink. What did I do with you? I know I used you recently. Over here. Butter. We'll do another overall layer here. And then we're going to go just sort of crinkle up individual, or that's 2 layers there, but do a crinkly top to the whole thing. That then gets soaked in butter. I'm sort of giving up on the whole idea. Like, there's people that make this and have, like, perfectly flat layers of phyllo on it. And I just don't think that's realistic for a home cook. And I don't think it's what I care about creating. So we're going to purposely make them messy. Gives you lots of nooks and crannies and things to give it some texture or look of texture. Yeah, I'll do the sides and then the center. I'm also using regular butter instead of ghee, which I think typically they'll use ghee or clarified butter for this project. Last one, I think, here. And so now that's going to go in the oven. And so now that's going to go in the oven, 375. You gotta consider we already cooked through the chicken. We're really just making sure all that mozzarella melts. We heat up that spinach to edible temp. Actually, we've got to cook through the spinach because it's frozen spinach. I'm debating on how long we want to do that. I'm also debating if I want to drop it down to 350. Because we do have to cook that spinach through. Yeah, I'm dropping it down to 350, chat. And it's got all sorts of phyllo. I was going to try and save the butter, chat, but it's got all sorts of phyllo bits in it. Anyone need some phyllo? So that's in the oven for a bit. So I guess we'll do a little cleanup here while we're waiting. Hi chat, how's your Thursday going? I set a timer for 15, didn't I? Oh, 20. We'll take a look at it in 20 minutes here. I might do an AFK after we do these dishes. Or after I do these dishes. Why is everything plural when I'm talking to chat? Or rather, change tense when I'm talking to chat. I don't know why I do that, chat. Are we cooking together? There, we can watch water dry. I wish I had a dishwasher. I might be willing to pay in leftovers. No, don't knock on my door. Stay away. Three days later. Chat, I feel like I have to watch The Bear just to get the cultural references that I know everyone that does watch it and comes into chat is going to want me to be like, well, why don't you know this? It was in The Bear. Even though I really have no interest in watching the series whatsoever. It's an incredibly popular, at least well-marketed, series from Netflix about working in restaurants. Like, I've tried watching other ones, and it just, like, the tropes and the obvious, like, memes and stuff like that, just, like... I tried watching Chef once. The movie Chef, and you don't have to tell me to watch it, chat. Tons of you already told me to watch it. I watched the first, like, 30 seconds of Chef, and I was like, nope, I don't need to see this. Hulu? Maybe it wasn't. I don't know who made it. It doesn't matter who made it. But it's a TV series that... I've heard both ways with that, JK. I've had people that I know in the industry that have been watching it have been like, it completely fell off after the first season because it got so unserious when he started doing, like, fine dining stuff. And I've heard other people, like, say, like you, like, I think it got better later on. It's, at the very least, it's being controversial because there's many opinions about it. I can't do it, chat. Yeah. Yeah, and from my perspective, I feel like they sort of had this... As someone that hasn't watched it, that, like, I've seen at best a couple of clips here and there. From my perspective, it was a series that was started out about the whole family restaurant, the simple, small little Italian subjoint, whatever it was. And then him moving on from that was not like the original. Cheeseburger empanada. Fusion cuisine. Let's see here. I think I'm going to take an AFK chat. I am going to be back, and I'm going to give it another extra 5 minutes beyond what I've already given it. So we're going to give it 25 minutes before I check on it. We'll be back here in about 15 minutes. So all of you lovely folks, should I leave it on? Well, there's not much to see anywhere. Like, I guess we're doing commercials, chat. I'll see all you lovely folks here in about 10-15 minutes. Let's see how we're doing on the ads. Have I... We got another 30 minutes until ads, so... All you lovely folks, I'll see you in 15.
Now, class, Mr. Tiger will show us how Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes cereal starts out.
Is a flake field?
It's a cornfield. Kellogg's toast corn to golden flakes and adds a secret frosting. Helps keep them extra crunchy and delicious. It's part of your good breakfast and tastes.
I know, great! Sit down to breakfast with Tony, and you'll discover why it's great.
Mr. Tiger, you're wonderful.
Oh, shucks.
I'm a guitar and I have strings. I like to play while someone sings. Hi, gang. Do you recognize this mouse guitar? It's just like the one the Mouseketeers gave me. And now Mattel Toy Makers, the people who made my mouse guitar, have a big surprise for you. You can have your very own mouse guitar just like mine. And look, I wrote out all the instructions so you can learn to play the songs we play on the show. Remember, gang, you can now get the mouse guitar wherever toys are sold for only $4. Hey, I almost forgot. Be sure to see the Mouseketeer Junior, too. Just turn the crank and it plays the Mouseketeer theme song. The Mouseketeer Junior is only $1.80. Be sure to look for this label, gang. You can tell it's Mattel. It's swell.
What are you doing here? You ought to be outside with the rest of the kids.
This is where Thanksgiving really begins, isn't it, Edgar?
Well, now, if you're referring to the aroma of roast turkey, I concur.
No, Ray, I was talking about the kitchen. It looks like a real center of hospitality.
Did you say hospitality?
Uh-huh.
That's one thing we're always prepared for around here. Help yourself.
Wouldn't this be a good time for you and your guests to have Coca-Cola, too?
Yes, and Coca-Cola is so delicious, so refreshing, so tempting to any guest when you bring out those familiar bottles with tiny beads of moisture running down their frosty sides, assuring you that the Coke inside is really ice cold. And the good, the gracious, the friendly homes of America are always prepared for hospitality, not only on Thanksgiving Day, but every day all the year around, no matter who comes to call or who happens to drop in. And one of the easiest, simplest, and surest ways in the world to be prepared for hospitality is to have plenty of Coca-Cola in your refrigerator, ice cold and ready to serve all the time. It's a wonderful way to say to folks, so glad you came. Welcome anytime.
Well, no wonder my laundry bill is so high. All those napkins last week.
Doeskin.
What?
You should use Doeskin dinner napkins.
Paper napkins? Oh, no.
I don't mean thin little paper napkins, but Doeskin dinner napkins. You'll love them.
Everybody loves Doeskin dinner napkins. These soft linen-like napkins are two-ply in smart formal fold, in white and in beautiful pastel colors. And Doeskin dinner napkins are big. They cover your whole lap, and they stay put. What's more, they last throughout the meal, and they leave no lint.
But they are nice. And they would save my linen.
They save you money, too. Doeskin dinner napkins cost only 49 cents for 5 dozen. That's a fraction of a penny apiece.
All right, Dottie.
You'll find Doeskin dinner napkins, Doeskin facial tissues, and other Doeskin products at your favorite grocery, supermarket, department store, or drugstore. look for the brown dispenser box.
Doeskin.
Everybody needs energy-packed Sunbeam bread. Yes, it's all aboard for fun in the park, but Junior hasn't got energy enough for fun. He'd sure like to ride that horse. Hey, what's this? An energy-packed Sunbeam sandwich. You bet every delicious slice of Sunbeam bread sure does pack a big energy wallop. There's nothing like Sunbeam Energy to help you stay on the beam. Now, look at them go. On Sunbeam Energy, they sure do enjoy life. Everybody needs the kind of real zip and zing pep that delicious Sunbeam bread gives you. Yes, stay on the beam with energy-packed Sunbeam bread. All day long, eat Sunbeam bread and renew energy as you burn it up. Eat delicious Sunbeam bread.
If you're a student, a mother active in club work, a man who brings work home from the office, this was made for you. The Remington Office Writer, a new kind of portable designed to give you the extra features you need. King-size carriage, so long it can handle a sheet of school notebook paper lengthwise. Look, the Office Writer types nearly the full 11-inch length of the paper, the only portable it can. The Office Writer types up to 10 carbons, so that even the very last copy is easy to read. Cuts clear, clean stencils unlike any ordinary portable. See the exciting new Remington Office Writer at your dealers. The price only $149.50, carrying case at slight additional cost. Available after a small down payment for only $1.50 a week. Terms payable monthly, including taxes and a small carrying charge.
If you're still watching television on a small screen set, you're missing a lot. Here, for example, is a close-up on a 10-inch set. See how much smaller it is than my head? Now I'd like to show you the same close-up on a 21-inch set. There. Just look at the difference. She's as big as I am now. You can have big screen close-ups just like that. Close-ups as large as life with RCA Victor's great new 21-inch model, the Master 21, at the lowest 21-inch price in RCA Victor history, as little as $199.95. Visit your RCA Victor dealer soon. See television's greatest value, the Master 21, big screen 21-inch quality TV for $199.95. And remember, every year, more people buy RCA Victor than any other television.
Right, Aroni, the San Francisco treat. Right, Aroni, everybody's got the beat. Started out where cable cars play this song. Not right at home because very long. Right, Aroni, the San Francisco treat.
From San Francisco, famous for food, comes Rice-A-Roni, the exciting new side dish. Here at last is a welcome change from potatoes. Now you can serve Rice-A-Roni, a delicious side dish with meat, chicken, or fish. And you make Rice-A-Roni in minutes. Everything's right in the box. A packet of soup base, rice, and vermicelli that you brown in butter. Add the special herb-flavored broth, and in minutes, Rice-A-Roni. Fluffy, fragrant. A wonderful change from potatoes.
Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat.
Say, do you remember this old milk glass set and hen? Well, you know, milk glass was an early American favorite. And when the folks in the old days wanted something really delightful, they'd take one of their milk glass goblets and pour some very fine wine right into it. Well, now, you know, it's Welch's wine that is keeping this wonderful tradition alive. A real wine for folks who really want the best. Yes, today's answer to this age-old family tradition is Welch's family wine, the answer to warm hospitality and really gracious living, and the wine that so many Americans enjoy these wintry days. You know, there is very good reason for this ever-increasing popularity of Welch's wine. Now, you folks know that all sweet Concord kosher wines are made from grape juice. And everybody knows who has been making the very finest grape juice for the past 85 years. Welch's, of course. And the only kosher wine made from Welch's grape juice is naturally Welch's kosher wine. Now, when you want the best in grape juice, you buy Welch's. So, doesn't it make sense then, if you want the best and most delicious kosher wine, you insist on Welch's family wine? You get several bottles tomorrow. Try the half-gallon size, and you enjoy the wine of all occasions. That's right, when it comes to wine, you'll do well to insist on Welch's.
Something new has been added. The General Electric portable mixer now has a drink mixer for delicious shakes and juice drinks in quicker than a shake. An extra attachment at no extra cost. This GE portable mixer weighs less than 3 pounds, yet it's powerful enough to blend the heaviest batter. Also mixes sauces at the range. It has low speed for cookie dough, medium speed for beating frostings, and high speed for whipping egg whites. And look, this handy push button releases the beaters at a touch. And no dangling cord. You can remove the cord so it stores neatly on the wall. Comes in 4 decorator colors. See it at your GE dealers. Does any mixing job anywhere.
When you have a Labatt's, you have an adventure. Canadian Light. That's Labatt's. It's a great new taste in beer. Enjoy import quality at USA prices. Have an adventure. Have a Labatt's.
Off into space. Man, that takes real teamwork. And here's a team of junior spacemen with an out-of-this-world breakfast that teams up V8 juice and Cheerios for flavor and energy. What a treat! A flavorful glassful of refreshing V8 juice and Cheerios with power protein, plus vitamin B1 for Go Power. And now, here's a special out-of-this-world free offer. This Moon Rocket Kit, both a toy and an exciting game. First, blast off. It separates in midair and lands 2 spacemen on a moon map. You get this wonderful game only through this free offer. Send your name and address and 1 V8 label plus 1 box top from these specially marked packages of Cheerios, Kicks, or Frostios to Moon Rocket Kit, Mount Vernon 10, New York. Get Campbell's V8 cocktail vegetable juice with any one of these Big G cereals.
Here's an amazing free offer for everyone who's overweight. Even if you've tried other methods and failed, you can still lose ugly fat fast. Yes, thousands can tell you that calometric control is the only safe, sure, effective way to reduce. Now, this package contains the Wonder 10-Day Diet that gives you 3 delicious meals a day, plus a bedtime snack, even includes a jog for your willpower. Yet you take only 3 calometric tablets a day. And here's the sensational free offer. A 30-day supply of wonderful calometric tablets. A certified $3.50 value when you buy the regular calometric way to weight control. You save $3.50. Now, that's a $7 value for only $3.50. A 50% saving. And how can you get your free bottle of calometric tablets? Well, just send in this calometric box top with your name and address. Your druggist will give you a postage-paid envelope already addressed to the calometric company. Now, don't lose hope. Lose weight. Get calometric reducing formula at your drugstore. Send the box top in the free postage-paid envelope. Get your $3.50 bottle of calometric tablets free. Don't wait. Act now.
Satisfying cups of pleasure. A coffee break makes the moment bright, fresh aroma, friendly flavor. Make it coffee, make it often, make it right.
To brighten any moment.
Make it coffee.
To enjoy that fresh aroma.
Make it often.
Make it up fresh each time in a clean container. And for full flavor,
make it right.
And here's how. For each cup of fresh drawn water, use 1 approved measure of your favorite coffee. That's all, 1 approved measure per cup.
Satisfying cups of pleasure. A coffee break makes the moment bright, fresh aroma, friendly flavor. Make it coffee. Make it often. Make it right.
At your favorite grocery store, the most amazing food wrap ever developed, Saran Wrap.
Have you tried Saran Wrap? It really is amazing. Saran Wrap is crystal clear plastic. It keeps everything you wrap in plain sight. And look, Saran Wrap clings like magic. It makes a neat package of anything you wrap, without strings or tape or rubber bands. Foods stay fresh far longer and taste better, too, because the flavor is locked in. Now you can prepare sandwiches for picnics and lunch boxes ahead of time and be sure they'll stay fresh and tasty. You see, Saran Wrap is a wonderful time saver as well as a food saver. Prove it in your own kitchen. Buy a roll of Saran Wrap today and you won't be without it again.
Get Saran Wrap at your grocer's. Saran Wrap is a product of the Dow Chemical Company.
Hi, chap. I be back. We be back. Let's look what we got in the oven. We got something that I think needs more time still. Yeah, it's starting to look pretty. It needs a little more time now. Actually going to give that 10 more minutes. Oh, hi, chap. What are you doing looking over here? I'm over here. Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah, over here. Over here, man. Son of Wiggles. No Frogfish fans in chat? How come? It sounds so attractive. Like, I so want to try a Frogfish now. You in chat like frog legs? Unsurprisingly, frog legs. And alligator meat. Strangely very much similar. They're both sort of like chicken flavored, but with a texture. At least to me. Like they're still sort of they're too squishy. They don't have enough oomph for their muscles. So kitchen's cleaned up. Somewhat. Sink's still a mess. Vodka is disgusting. So you don't want to do that. I don't really feel it. It's Thursday, Chad. I'm not really big on the idea of drinking. Though my understanding that tonight is like the big drinking night for Sonoma State. My understanding is I think a lot of the Sonoma State kids leave for the weekends. And so they party on Thursdays. We got any other industry people that, have odd party nights? We got anyone out there that goes out to drink on Mondays? Thirsty Thursdays? I really don't remember. Maybe it was LA? There was somewhere I went to a bar that had an industry night, and if they knew you were in the business, you got a discount on Mondays for showing up, which it's not that horrible of a plan considering Mondays bars are pretty dead. If you can get the chefs and cooks in there on Mondays, they'll probably make your night in sales. LA bars. I am so glad I moved out of LA. LA was just... ugh. I don't see how anyone enjoys living down there. Sorry to those that do live in Southern California. But I just cannot, like... Everyone's living on top of each other. Even if you've got, like, a full-on house. Outside of, like... outside of, like, Malibu, like, no one's living a good life in LA. Ooh, coffee drinker. What's going on? Let's see. Maybe we can see something interesting in the non-political news. Costco's always got something. That seems like an ad that I see as a news article regularly in the news, you know, where Costco or Sam's Club or whatever warehouse club has got, you know, the last forever will never die food jug. You know, the world's going to end and you still got 25 days of food. Or I think at one point they were selling like 25-pound jugs of mac and cheese. It's like, why do people actually... people have to buy it if they're advertising it. Let's see here. Oh, Olive Garden, I want to call it Borden, but company that owns Olive Garden is now buying Chewy's, which is a Tex-Mex restaurant. It's sort of hilarious. I met the founder of Chewy's at one point. When I met him, he was in a different Tex-Mex chain bar, and I was not impressed. Just thought I'd put that out there. Hey, True Prime. Oh, I saw this too. There's apparently a new ramen restaurant opening up in Houston. This has been sort of like a fad in food for certain things. Like there's steakhouses that are serving steaks, searing them tableside on extremely hot rocks. And this one is they're serving the ramen and they're building it tableside in a 600 plus degree stone bowl and then covering it and allowing it to steam the internal for long enough that everything cooks through. I'm wondering how long it takes them to either get shut down for serving improperly cooked food because you're trusting waiters. No offense to waiters, but waiters are not trained cooks in most cases to handle that sort of a thing. And how long it takes someone to burn themselves at there's some restaurant designs that I just don't know how they function in modern day with the laws that we have in the US and people being as sue happy as they are. Like, you know, the idea that we have Korean barbecue places with barbecues for the public to use is just like astounding to me. Not that I don't think people can handle a grill or like, it's the legalities and the insurance and the 1 in 100 or the 1 in 1,000 that comes in and isn't that bright. Let's see what we got for an internal temp. That's still looking a little light for my likes. Not quite their internal temp, I don't think, yet. We're close. I want to get that a little bit longer. And we want this outside to be just a little more browned and delicious looking. Yeah, we're only up to about 135 there. So we're going to throw that back in the oven. Looking at news again, see what we got here. More politics, more politics. Like, the news is nothing but politics right now. World keeps moving on, though. Chet, do you think it's been the plan all along that Biden was planning to bow out and he was just waiting for Trump to set himself up in the convention for the year? Or do you think this is purely him? Like, there's that, paranoia voice in my brain is like all of these senators coming up and saying you gotta step down, or people that knew this was coming anyways and they just want to be on the right side. Sort of a thing. Because, I mean, that way they could sit here and focus on how old Biden is and bring up the conversation of Trump being close in age, and then they swap him out for, younger candidate, and they get to sit there and harp on Trump being this old dude. No? Okay. Guess that's just me. I think it will become more apparent when there isn't someone else older to compare him to. Like Trump can't say a full sentence without changing subjects like 3 times. Like, he's not some young chicken either. I think we're going to serve in one of these tonight. How's the philo? Needing another 4.5 minutes. It's one of those words that, depending on the nationality, they seem to switch between PH and F. However, most times I see it's F-I-L-L-O, but P-H-I-L-L-O is probably acceptable too. Let me get some water. I'm feeling a little overheated tonight. That's probably whatever this nastiness is bothering my body. I still like my blue trivet, but it's discolored with age. It's sort of a shame. Chicken, onions, garlic, cheese, cheese sauce, spinach and phyllo. We're hoping for the ooze when we break into it. No, desserts only on Wednesday, other than odd special occasions. I've also been trying to make Wednesday's desserts smaller, or single night desserts, or need to get rid of this if I'm gonna keep living and streaming. It's tough when you don't even want to stay awake lately. I gotta do something with my poor plant over there. It needs some help. All my plants haven't been doing all that great lately. My orchid's looking like it's on its last legs here. It's all unhappy with life lately, too. That's sort of fitting, though, considering when I bought it and all that good stuff. We won't get into that. I think I'm going to go with that, chat. Let's give that another temp check. It's looking like that's tolerable, though. Oh, wow. That's our reading. In the middle of the spinach. I think that needs some more time, chat. Like, that's not even... Like, we need that spinach to be up 150, 160. I checked it in 2 locations. Like, it was testing higher, but, like, the chicken in that was already cooked and warm to begin with. So, if I stuck it right in the frozen spinach, I think that's probably accurate, chat. I think we gotta let this cook for another probably 20 minutes. So we're going to get nice and crispy phyllo tonight. It did go in straight from the freezer though, and it's got that phyllo to help insulate it. Like the chicken would have mildly warmed it up, but like it seems to me almost like it didn't warm at all in that oven. And chat, make sure you do that. When you use frozen veggies, make sure you cook the frozen veggies. Like, frozen veggies are up there with the things that are going to be contaminated with stuff. Like, most cases, frozen veggies are quite seriously harvested, packaged, and fresh frozen in the field. Like, they take them, process them, bag them, and then put them immediately into freezer trucks. Would I go with fresh next time? No. And that's because for baked items, for casseroles, for stuff like that, frozen spinach is usually your best bet. Fresh. The problem with fresh spinach is it's just got so much water in it. Like, the comical joke that, you know, you cook a bunch of spinach and you get like a little leaf once it's done cooking. It's just all water. And so you put fresh spinach in casserole, something baked, it's just going to flood it with the water. I actually prefer spinach to frozen spinach to fresh spinach, aside from like a salad. There's been a couple of the cases where I've had sauteed spinach and fresh. It was obviously fresh spinach and was done well. I think that's more of a rarity. So maybe for sauteed spinach we could go fresh, but beyond that, like, just give me the frozen brick. I tried this brand specifically because it wasn't a frozen brick, by the way. Yep, peas, spinach, corn. They're all at least as good frozen. Corn on the cob is such a waste. I am not a fan of corn on the cob unless I'm growing it myself. Like, it is very much true, the statement that if you're going to have corn on the cob, or you're going to cook corn straight from the cob, you should have the water boiling before you pick it. Certain varieties, obviously there's a wide variety of different types of corn, but certain varieties of corn, I forget if it's in the first hour, first 4 hours, first day, regardless, if it's only the first day, but I think it's the first hour after picking it. Certain varieties of corn can turn from 80% sugar to 80% starch. Like, they convert their sugars to starch when they're harvested as a reaction to being harvested. And so, unless you're picking it and freezing it in the field, like, it's going to lose flavor. It's going to lose a lot of sweetness. Again, that's dependent on, like, there's all sorts of types of corn. It's on my mind because I have seen corn on the cob lately around here. Yeah, pop-up stands. That's one of the things that I'm absolutely furious over Sonoma County Ag about. Like, doing farmers markets and knowing the regs and regulations and everything you need to have in order to set up a proper farmers market and stands for that. And then we've got, ooh, raid. Thank you, raiders. Welcome in. And then you've got situations where I know of a strawberry stand in Sonoma County that's been heavily written up as using nothing but not the best strawberries, but they've got a beautiful stand on a busy street, and so they get business all the time. And not only are they selling junk strawberries, but it's very obvious just driving by that they've got international shipping containers of other fruit sitting out there for people to pick up and buy with their homegrown, even though I haven't seen them plant the strawberry fields there in years. We have people pop up all over the place here in Sonoma County selling all sorts of imported and fruit. It's probably stolen off of some truck somewhere. Welcome in, Titanium Chef Raiders. Happy to see you. What were we doing tonight? What were we up to? I'm sitting here with stuff in the oven. I've already done most of my cooking tonight. We've been hanging out waiting for my Spanakopita dish to finish up. It's not quite your traditional Spanakopita, as in traditionally it's just a spinach and phyllo dough dish. I've put underneath the spinach and phyllo dough a layer of creamy, cheesy, garlicky, oniony chicken. And so it's a little like a chicken stew with spinach on top and then phyllo dough as the crust. But it's already been in the oven for a good 30, maybe almost 40 minutes at this point. And I did a temp check on it, and that frozen spinach is barely over 100 degrees. And so while it's looking beautiful, I would have been willing to take a scoop out of it it's not fully cooked yet. So it's still waiting on things in the oven. So we're just talking. We're just shooting the shit. But if you're unfamiliar with me, hello, I'm Jason. I cook here on Twitch 4 nights a week regularly. You can also find my VODs on YouTube, and when my computer isn't being an absolute laggy piece of junk, we tend to stream on Kick too, but that's been a little bit. I really gotta pick apart my PC here again and get this working clean again. Despite me having a nice computer. But going back to corn and all that, yeah. Frozen stuff isn't all that bad. And actually the last couple of years I've been toying around with a lot more canned stuff just to see my own opinions of what it's like in comparison to, like, I've used canned corn a couple of times this year. I've been using a lot of canned tomatoes this year. Yeah. But if you're curious what I do here and what other things I'm doing here in the future, I've got a long list of things. If you scroll down to my Twitch calendar, or my Google calendar down there, we've got my 5-year stream anniversary on Sunday. I'm going to be cooking a pork shoulder and lots of other good stuff. I'm going to do an upside down peach cake. But tomorrow night, I'm going to be doing biscuits and corn chowder. A Cullen skink. Traditional Scottish fish soup. What all is involved with that? I'm not familiar with that dish. Like, I haven't studied, like, hardcore Irish or Scottish dishes. I've studied all sorts of other stuff. It's just when you get into the small little detail nitty-gritty stuff that... What? Okay, that was just bot being funny. Yeah, what's the bot doing here? It's weird. My bot's showing my logo, like, I have a list of the people in chat with their own username logos or your own icons next to your names. And for some reason, not only is it not showing the right ones of the right people in many cases, like right now it's showing Will's right next to Bot de Cuisine. It's showing mine under a bunch of them too. Like, this bot is royally confused right now. This has got to be the bot that's giving me issues. Like, neither of my Ethernets are maxed out. My GPU's doing some heavy work. My CPU's doing... But we're only about 50% here. I don't know why we're having any sort of encoding issues or anything like that. It's royally confusing. For now. Are you calling me a 90s, 80s boy band? What did Wilson think? Are you calling me an 80s boy band? I think they're the 80s. Weren't they supposed to be getting back together or something? Or did the drunk driving incident have an issue with that? Cause an issue with that? I could have swore that they were, like, I saw an ad or something like that they were 90s? Like, from what little I read about his arrest, that sounded like really iffy stories on both sides of that. Like, I don't know, maybe everyone just wanted to have their say in that event, but it was this combination of, this is the strictest cop this city has ever seen, and who pulled him over twice for one thing, and he only had one martini there, but there were other people, like, saying he was, off his rocker drunk, drinking other people's stuff. It's... Hi, Andrew Cooks! Welcome, Raiders. We're hanging out and chatting while I wait for things in the oven. What were we cooking tonight, Andrew Cooks? Happy to see you. Thank you for that raid. We're doing Spanakopita tonight, but it's also stuffed with cheesy, oniony, garlicky chicken. So it's sort of like oniony chicky stew with layer of spinach, with layer of phyllo dough, and that's all hanging out in the oven. Lamb burgers. I want a lamb burger. I keep meaning to throw lamb on my menu because I haven't done a lot of it lately. It's been a couple of years since I did a bunch. Apricot chutney and loaded chopped fries. What's with the loaded fries? So I've been all over the place talking about stuff tonight. So if anyone wants to throw any ideas or topics out there, feel free. We're just sort of hanging out here. Oh, we're down to a minute here on my most recent timer. It's his birthday. Happy birthday to the puppy. I may confuse chat. I like cats and dogs. My body just doesn't like them. So, I wish I could have a cat or a dog. But, like, they're gonna make me sneeze and my eyes water and my skin get all bumpy and red. But I like doggies. Well, that's looking a little more done now. We got some little bubblage going here. Zoom right. We got bubbling going on. Oh, that's looking much better. Yeah, I think we're good there now. Yep, I think we're cooked through now. Pet rat? Let's get a photo of this before we break into it. Purposely messed up the phyllo on top for anyone just joining in. Purposely crumpled it up. Put some layering into it. Let's try breaking into it here. Happy with the way that's looking. That's looking yummy. No, Ratty Patty's showing her her pets in the Discord. I'm sorry that I didn't give an overwhelming love for rats there. I have thought about the idea of getting myself a chinchilla before. But they are because they last, like, they typically live 20-ish years or even longer. Who wants some Spanakopita with chicken and cheese and onions and garlic and whatever this amazing sauce turned out to be? I hope so too, Froggy. Not getting much of the crust with that, but that'd be delicious. That'd be delicious. Alright, I'm going to leave it there, chat. I'm just going to go and enjoy this dinner. I have been looking for one or two people that I wanted to raid out to, but unfortunately they're not on tonight. So, as I said, gonna be back here tomorrow night. Gonna be doing biscuits and corn chowder. Sounds like fun. Hopefully it is fun. I hope you have an amazing evening tonight. I'm gonna go and enjoy this deliciousness. I hope you join me, if not tomorrow, Sunday, 5-year streamiversary. I hope you join. I've got some secrets for Sunday. I hope you all have an amazing night. Good night.